maybe stops him from winning a game. If he played a traditional hero, that would have been the reason why they make that deeper run, right? But for now, inside NA, it is working out for them, right? They've qualified for one event. It's harnessing that and making sure it's like international ready will be the key thing for me.
Yeah, when it comes to this game, I mean, talked about it in the drafts already. I think this early game tempo has to come out for them with these Nature's TPs. Like, try to play through, have people set up for like a good game. Because I think in like the mid game team fights, when I look at Mag, Kunkka, like fights can go wrong pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Like there's like you get into some random spell or you layer like your Kunkka spells with your Mag spells. They're both high on lockdown but very low on damage when these mid game fights come out. Which means it's all gonna be on their TA to kind of do all the heavy lifting. And there's a Smokerini for now.
They are gonna find someone. Surprise!
Be careful, brothers. Oh, Pelodubu.
Oh, not again.
Triple stun. Log grenade. It's a 1-for-1. At least this time around, you know, Dubu, he won't die just by himself. At least they get a little trade here on Mr. Lettuce. I would like to point out Gunner's item build. I have not seen this one before.
Sorry for showing buyback. But yeah. Oh, Quelling Blade.
I love the buyback status. Triple circlets.
Dude, we can't afford it, guys. It's fine.
Seen.
Sorry, but go on. Yeah, go on. Double circle it. Yeah.
Triple. If we look at Winter Wyvern, I don't know if I said Stormstormer, but I meant Mr. Gunner.
Oh, there you go. Ooh, you did say mid, but it's fine. Universal hero, of course. Gonna utilize that as much as possible. Key thing, they didn't
sadly
really pick
for him.
Go on, sorry.
Sad. Honestly, I don't really like buying Quelling Blade on Universal Heroes. I don't think it's that cool, but you play against some stupid Nature's Prophet. You know this guy's going to come to your lane, think he's cool, and try to kill you. So I kind of like this build. Rush some Wraith Bands, get some high armor, and you're chilling.
No complaints. And I think going back to your point about the damage, it's, for me, I'm worried for Radiant that their kind of mid-game timing is all about that meld strike. If the meld strike connects on the correct hero, put them to like, you know, lose quarter HP, half HP, then the fight could look good, right? But Alk doesn't care about that. Centaur doesn't care about that. And the damage from the supports, it's really only Radiant kills, Techies, Invoker, Wyvern. Like, I'm really skeptical if they actually have the damage to kill off an Alchemist with some Radiance or a Centaur with one tanky item, right? So it really is about get that good start, control the pace of the game, and make sure you kind of scale into it. Because if you're playing behind, then it could be a little bit of a struggle. What lane do you want to look at first, Kezu? You get free choice, by the way.
Okay, I get choice. I want to look at... We're going to look at bottom lane.
But I'm already looking at bottom lane.
No, but Yuma's dying top. He's dying top. He's dying top, I repeat.
I saw his dead body. I was checking the top hero bar. It took me a second. For some reason, I went from left to right, not right to left, but anyways, he did die. Could you explain why he died, please?
Like, the moment I started thinking is because I was like, yeah, Emmett says he's going to TP bottom, but then I saw that he's, like, TPing up there, so they just TP'd on him, block grenade, gave him a couple of slaps, and they said, idiot, you're dead.
Yeah.
Made it look very easy.
And this is the strength, I think, of, obviously, Prophet. Early levels is always key. Getting that teleportation, you know, cooldown less is always going to be very helpful. On top of that, Magnus is such a strong laner. Like, if you want to go on him, you have to deal with a shockwave. If you are too close, then suddenly you get skewer slows on top of you and you'll reposition. Like, this hero is not to be messed with. Like, and Yuma needs to respect that. For Yuma, of course, Alchemist, I don't think there's enough tower pressure in the game for him to really be under constant threat. So he will inevitably get to his timings, as long as he doesn't feed away cheap kills in the lane.
Oh. There was a kill bottom. I definitely missed that one.
We missed it
MSS will die top. Or maybe not. Yes, he will.
Oh my god.
Okay,
I'm missing every kill.
Oh wait, did you tab to bottom and then miss the top one? Or what?
I went top, missed the kill, went bot, missed the kill, went back top, no one died. So it's like, yeah, we're grooving right now. I'm only looking at Yuma right now.
We're doing good. I hope he gets the stun off because Mojo's coming behind. I'll take it away. He's hating him. Great casting, of course. Hating him again. One more time.
I'm letting you do it. It's your time to shine.
One more time. Wow, he hit him like 6 times.
That's
Crazy
a lot of damage, yeah. And there's no regen right now. Okay, they have one pack of tangos, so Yuma will be able to regen up slightly. But I do think kind of net win right now for the offlane is going to be going the way of Radiant. The fact that the lane is in front of their tower, they've been able to punish Yuma a little bit. He hasn't just kind of entered his stride of hitting creeps non-stop. And yeah, mid lane, as always, just trade a farm between these two players. And bot lane, we did miss a couple kills, but I do apologize. We are I'd argue this is net win for nouns right now with the Wyvern and the Centaur. Just kind of
Yeah, I think for sure
happy
they're
farming
even
up.
like winning quite a lot when it comes to the network down bottom as MSS dies pops up. I missed that one. I mean, so they did have a stacked pull up there on nouns. Fly got that one off earlier, so he was trying to contest and really get something going there. It is a little alarming. Like, you're playing this Nature's Prophet, and yeah, you're getting kills in your own lane, but nothing is really happening on like mid or bottom. And honestly, TA is not a hero that likes to be behind. No one does, but especially like all these TAs, Razors. You want to be winning. You're 400 gold behind this Winter Wyvern, and let me tell you, this hero with a good lane is goddamn scary.
Yeah, especially because like the build up for Mage Slayer doesn't even feel bad, right? Like getting that casual cloak, and then now I've got Mage Slayer after the fact. Like it feels really nice to build up on. We are hearing teleportation cancels from the Prophet. He's currently sitting in base.
They're thinking about
where
it.
to go. Yeah, he's thinking about it.
Okay, Yamson. We're coming in. Not coming in. We're coming in again. We're not coming. We're going
just
top.
got to decide is he's going in or out. Because right now he's just just teasing the bottom lane.
He's just doing a little bit of trolling, I think.
Yeah. My top lane is so pushed in right now that he has the freedom to do this, right? Like if top lane was by the Dire Tower, then it's troll. But he down TP's down, and I haven't missed a kill. If Gunnar is to die, then I've captured him. He has the Cold Embrace. He only has 1 point in it. Meld prepared. Boom. Dead. Gunnar goes down. Finally, we caught a kill, guys.
Well played, everyone. This is where the collapse should come out, of course. But if if you're Lelis, like whatever, your offlaner dies, you're chilling, you're level 4, you've got boots. Honestly, I don't think Gunnar cares that much. I think like Dubu and the boys, of course, they're happy. Squeeze themselves in a kill, but Gunnar just gonna TP straight back and they'll be a-okay.
A little bit of pressure on speed, but again, speed doesn't care. I feel like both these offlaners don't really care about the harass coming into them. Just, they brush it off, they continue their farm up. The Prophet is still lingering bot lane though, so they're looking to maybe try and go again on Gunnar. Gunnar uses the Arctic Burn as I hover to double check.
I mean, they're doing good. I think they're baiting it to then try to go on him after. Or at least I thought that's the idea. Let's see if they feel good enough. Let's say give another tank.
Dude's just running up. He wants to go in, and MSS he appears from the tree line. Again, Conan Burst is available, but it will keep him stationary. Lelis, 200 HP to his name. They now finally use it. Melds is on cooldown for 5 seconds. Point blank TP for the bonus damage, and yeah, Yamson should be going. Ooh, does die eventually, and poor old Dubu clicked one time. Do they have a stun? Stop! Like, got him!
Got him. Oh, there's the Earth Charge. No mind. It kind of should be fine.
Double kill.
I thought maybe there's some urn that's catching him off guard, but no. Honestly, level 1 Cold Embrace is gonna heal him for a lot. They even got another Lotus on Fly. Nice rotation.
Oh, I see why. He's coming in. He's coming from the northern side. He's found no one. Well, not the player, but
don't worry.
Literally no
one. Get them.
And
got him with the X.
He was going for like the cool, I don't need to use X play, into then, wait a second, I probably should use X.
As in shit.
Yeah. Whoops. Yeah. Meanwhile,
I mean, he is a bronze Kunkka. I don't know if he was a bronze Storm.
Ooh, that's
so,
a good point.
I'm like reading into the fact that has he played this, or does he just not have the Dota Plus levels?
He could be one of those like edgy players that doesn't use Dota Plus, which is fair. It is a subscription on a free game, but
like
I think it's a very good purchase. Hero levels are really fun.
They are. He should be spamming voice lines. This Kunkka has a good one. Stormstorm is solo smoking. Okay. I kind of like this. I like these mid players that just, they make shit happen.
Did he
like,
do it under the ward though? That's the question. Because there is a mid ward.
I'm not sure. He may have been like in the fog. Okay. Judging with what they're doing, I think they saw it because they're GTFOing with both of them.
Yeah. Already TA's gone to top lane. And they've left.
I mean, Yuma really wants to get level 6 because he is very low HP and he's dead. Got him.
Dude, God.
This is why you pick CM bros. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but when you win, it looks good.
Yeah, and the build right now is the good build for CM. Going for that 1-3-1. You don't need multiple points in aura. No one utilizes this perfectly in the early game. Get that max root. The root is the thing that kind of helps you just contain, keep people inside your ultimate. And it's just a lot better than the Crystal Nova, especially with the cooldown, right? 6 seconds on your Frostbite compared to 8 seconds at max level for Nova. Like the value you can get for that, especially when you get your talents into play as well. So yeah, like the skill build from Dubu. In general, I think Radiant are making the correct moves to at least make this game more competitive than the previous one. They've taken top tower, they're pushing out mid, they're not worrying about that. It looks like they're conceding bot, even though Dubu is walking down here, as you see on the minimap. I would be surprised if they actually defended this, just because of already the double core kind of presence here from the Dire side.
Yeah, I don't think they can, but they should be pretty happy they got the top tier one. I think now if you're Radiant, or specifically if you're Dubu and you're getting yourself a ward, I think it's nice if you can, as they're looking on Yuma in the tier 2.
Yeah, they're
that barely hit. You were back.
Nice tornado. Doesn't disengage it. Again, where's the damage? That's the real concern we have for the Radiant team in speed. He is left by himself, ditched by his entirety of his friends. See ya.
Well, tier 2 plays are they're pretty spicy.
Yeah.
You know, if you clutch them out, they can work, but if you don't, you're definitely feeding for it. RCY getting caught in his jungle. Now that JK not his jungle, obviously, as it's the Dire's jungle. He will feed.
It's the fact that it's Radiant who are the ones being proactive, but they're diving a tier 2 to then lose their Magnus, to then lose their Kunkka soon after. Like, in their minds, they were ganking Alchemist. And somehow then it's turned into Alk didn't die, but participated in 2 kills. He's on the way to Radiance, right? Like, that is not what you want to see. And Alk finally, after, I'd say, some decent pressure from the early game, does now get to that top net worth spot. We expect him probably to kind of run away with it for now, especially because there isn't really continued jungle pressure with this Radiant lineup. Again, it stems from the fact that TA doesn't really want to cross the river early on. Magnus doesn't want to do it until Blink. So there is a little bit of discrepancy on what the cores want to do to maybe what the game requires them to do.
Mid.
I'm watching mid, promise.
Oh, they got the Stampede to... Okay, RCY could be in trouble. JK, or maybe not JK. Yeah, like the fact about the Alk, I fully agree with you. I don't really, like, what is gonna stop you if you're human? Like, even if you do get X'd, like, I'll say it again, the mag Kunkka damage, it's very low and very slow. Alchemist loves to play into that stuff. The Pops is old, maybe there's some cold embrace from Gunner, you know, he TP's over, he chills, so it's all gonna be on Yamsen. He's gonna need to get this Deso, speed up the game, maybe get Roche, and he will need to be in the fights to, like, be there, deal the damage, and try to wipe out some of these nouns heroes.
Now, do you think Blade Mail on Kunku will be good enough to cushion the fact that he doesn't do the damage, but the Blade Mail might be able to help in that regard? Or is it, do you feel like he could have maybe pivoted his build and gone slightly more unconventional to kind of bring that Kunka into the game?
I mean, I guess Blade Mail helps you to just, like, run in and kind of, like, play for this mid-game timing that you're looking for. I don't really know if you want to, like, play for some right-click, or maybe you could try to, like, get some Ags into Shard faster and do that. I'm not sure. So overall, I would say that Blade Mail is pretty chill. As nouns, they're looking down bottom. They want to kick the TA out of the lane, and honestly, I think they will be successful.
They are out of range for Curse now. Fly is wrapping around. Oh, Stormstorm's here as well. I didn't see. Of course, he's invisible and smoked, so of course that's why I didn't see him. But yeah, is able to get out. I will say credit to Janssen. He has done a very good job at just kind of reading the Storm's movements, right? Storm's movement, not the Storm Spirit, but yeah, the early move, the smoke, he dodged that one. This player as well, of course, the Wyvern was going on him, so it wasn't like a map read, it was more just run away, but still, farming in a safe way.
Watching top, there's some strange stuff going on. Yuma very much caught out.
RP.
Okay, RP to
boot.
boot.
Denied. Nearly did. Yeah. Nearly did. That would have been incredible. There aren't a lot of spells that allow you to deny anymore, right? Because you can't deny on Doom. You can deny on Life Drain Pugner, Alchemist Stun, and Quap Dagger. You can. I think there's maybe one more, but there's only like 3 or 4 deniable things.
I don't know if you mentioned Gale.
I didn't.
But
yeah.
Okay. It's like the most obvious one. That's why.
No, I meant also there's self denies and then there's like active denies, but self denies there's not a lot anymore.
Barely any left.
It's like Alk Life Drain. I think there is one more, but I just can't remember which one it is.
Oh,
jumping onto the
mid,
techies mid.
So they've got the skewer back. Good curse. Okay. Oh, blast off.
Oh,
nice cancel.
Into big ultimate from the CM. Lelis is out of position now. They should be dying, all 3 of them. They had all the control, everything in the world, but just not enough damage to kill anyone. And yeah, beautiful stuff there from the Radiant side. And the jumping onto Stormstorm as well. The cold snap to stop the skewer. He's all by himself. They have no detection, but it doesn't really matter. He's dead anyways. And yeah, Nouns, what looked like the perfect counter play, right? Using the Cold Embrace, the Winter's Curse, everything. There just wasn't anything to convert on their setup. And yeah, I think just Dubu and the lads just came in the clutch and brought the numbers, and that's exactly what you need to do against Alchemist. Alchemist, look at him. He's a creep. He's by himself. He's AFK. Punish that. Bring 5 heroes. Overwhelm your opponent. And Yeah, they're keeping relatively close to the Alchemist, right? Only 500 gold away, and like it's like a realistic game into Alchemist. It's not one of those. He's already got 2k lead.
No, they're honestly doing good. Like they got the blink from the top kill. They go mid. They reveal it there. It's like a very classic kind of Magnus move. First blink, go mid, skewer some guy in, keep the fight going. And I think the play prior is honestly pretty important. Like if Yuma has a TP, you know, if he hadn't died earlier, didn't need to TP back out after respawning, you know, maybe that is different. Also, Speed had a clutch shockwave, of course, and he's still lingering around mid. They want round 2. Smoke up. Stormstormer. Oh, that's a short blink if I've seen one, but still an X mark.
He has no mana. Oh no! Okay, they are gonna.
Maybe he's still fine.
It's a lot of spells used, but no connection. And now this is where the turnaround begins. TP's come into play. Winter Wyvern's here with the Arctic Burn. There it is. They finally kill him off. What a weird and wonderful, wacky gank in the mid lane. And I think it's not really a gank. It's more just a weird North American skirmish. And yeah, Radiant come out on top.
This was a little bit cringe.
It was incredibly cringe.
I mean, no, I like the fact that they're still around mid and like trying to make plays, but the fact that Radiant missed their plays and then Dire went back in to then feed, unluck. Like I think right now, if you're announced, you probably want to talk more about when are we all ready to fight? You know, like he's 200 gold from Blink. He doesn't want to be in this fight. You have your Alchemist Radiance. He wants to. He just got his biggest farming item. He wants like another 1, 2, 3 minutes as well. So wait for that, make your moves. But good job by Team Dubu. They're bringing it together. As he's CM bolting the bottom camp. Please watch him.
Oh, I'm watching.
Very nice. He cleared that stack. He's like, Lelis, get out of here.
Yeah, it's my farm. But no, I feel like for nouns at least, it's like kind of what you're hinting at. Like they need to have that conversation of like, what is the purpose of our moves we're making, right? Like, if we're taking a fight, is it because we're buying time for Alk to find his farm? Are we punishing an overextension of a Radiant team that wants to be, you know, semi-aggressive with their profit? Like, they are trying to do it, but they are just kind of overplaying their hand. And it does feel like nouns is the type of team that if they see an opportunity to fight and the call is like they've wasted boat, they've wasted something, they are going to kind of oversubscribe to that idea. And maybe that's what Team Dubu can punish, can lean on, as they do wrap around behind Yuma. He has the blink though, so they have to start quite nicely.
Another skewer.
No ultimate for 11 seconds.
Well, it looks like they just straight up got him.
Yeah.
They're gaming right now. You know, after game 1, they gave him the T Governor coach speech. You know, whack some asses and get in the next one, and they're doing it.
Yeah.
Don't worry, they're just making it look cool. They're just putting you on your toes.
That's true.
You know, trying to bait you to call them garbage.
No,
just entertaining.
No, I wouldn't do that. Of course, with the lack of DPC, this is very scary these days. And you know, third place team, second place team, they get no money at all, so can't really beat on a team that's not earning anything. It's just a bit mean, isn't it?
It really is. Honestly, RCY, I think he is doing a great job. He's been in 11 kills on a Conquer. He has Blade Mail. He's getting close to the BKB as well, which I think you kind of need this body like running in. We talked about last game, it was kind of weird and awkward for them to play. TA is going to deal your damage. Magnus will fish out the heroes, but you need this guy like going in and just kind of be a bait, a big, fat, juicy boy. And I think that's RCY right here.
Yeah, and not only that, I feel like since that top engagement at the tier 2, they kind of like recalibrated what they want to do on the map, right? Because they're not diving tier 2s anymore. They're kind of taking the fights at like the extremities of the other side of the map, getting a quick skirmish, and then going back. Whilst one team goes Roshan, the other team's trying to go into MSS in the mid lane. They do jump onto him. I mean, he should be dead. They'd be very surprised if he lived, and I don't think they really care, right? Because they're trading, what, maybe the tier 1 tower eventually for Roshan.
Yeah, it's honestly like they get the road for it. This is like kind of where both teams, I think, are like kind of okay with it. They're like, you know, they smoke on me, sure, they kill me, but this is exactly what they want. You get your Aegis on the TA, you're gonna have your BKB on your Conquer. I think both teams, even though Radiant are far ahead, you feel pretty okay on both sides, because you're getting some good items on nouns. You got the blink on Alk. Lelis got his blink. So I would also say in like 2-3 minutes, they're fighting ready if they can set up a proper area.
Yeah, I think this Aegis is quite deceptive for Radiant, where it's like, yes, you get it, but it's not the Aegis which suddenly catapults you into wanting to make massive moves. Like, you need to make them. That isn't an understatement, but it's more like you're like hinting at, like they could easily fall into a big issue, right? Especially with You know, Manta's on the horizon, Solar Crest on the horizon. There's so many ways to make it. And Dubu, he's just in the middle of the fight. He doesn't have ultimate. He forced us out. Bait's Gunner into a skewer. Not enough damage from that single Meld Strike. Setting up the stomp from the curse. EMP to cover on top. Magnus.
The damage.
Actually isn't dying. And yeah, there's just no damage for nouns. They got nothing. So many spells getting thrown out, but where's the follow-up? Where's anything?
Okay, will Yuma get to walk it off? Looks like for now. Yes, okay. Piggy away. Torrent, slightly off the mark. X mark. They're gonna get a 4th kill out of this fight.
Dead.
I mean, they're doing a good job in terms of how it comes to these team fights, right? Speed, finding Winter Wyvern, kind of the... I mean, I wouldn't say illegal, but if you can make that happen in a fight, it will give you a very high chance of winning it. I think nouns, they want to be the ones to start the fight, right? You've got this double blink dagger. Like, even look at the vision that Dubu and the Bros have in this area. Like, there's literally like a trifecta of wards aggressively. They see everything in these fights.
Yeah, and I promise I'm not saying this because I'm a support player, but low-key Dubu kind of won that fight for them, right? Like, the way that he like positions at the start of the fight, he baits Wyvern to right-click him, four-stars himself out in the engagement, and then that sets up Speed to then find the Wyvern, start that perfect kill. And for like nouns, their entire draft is built on getting tanky enough that they can brush off that initiation and turn around every fight. But right now, they're still in their kind of farm state, and they are getting baited a little bit. Like Gunner, he sees the support, wants to go for it, and I think Speed is... Even though he's missed a lot of initiations, like he's constantly looking for them. And at some point, he will connect. And when he connects, the fight should look very good because of course, the capabilities of Magnus. And I think if you're nouns right now, you're 7k down with an Alchemist in your team. Like you need to get him some farm. Like you got to stop dragging him to the fights. And when I say that, he's not even joining fights. It's more, I feel like Team Dubu just doing a very good job at finding him, right? Like they've constantly just annoyed the Alchemist in his farming pattern, and the 20-minute mark comes around again. We said this in the previous game. They have the lead. 20 minutes comes into play. You instantly take Tormentor. This time around, the Wisdom Rune is going to be spawning in about 20 seconds from now. We'll see if anyone stays around for that, but yeah, the net worth slowly builds for Team
I definitely feel like you could stay. Like you've got good traps around here for Yamson if he does want to stay. Perhaps if if nouns bring like everyone and their whole family. Yeah, they know. Ooh, Stormstormer got RP'd.
Okay.
Goner.
Any follow-up?
Yuma is here, and Speed is no longer with us. Okay. Goodbye, sir.
Farewell, Speed. Let's see. What's like the next? I mean, for nouns, there it's like you punish an someone overstaying their mark, right? Like, yeah, you can invoke it, but I kind of feel like nouns are probably. Actually, they're not okay with that. I've just realized Stormstormer's net worth. He is a position for Evoker right now, actually.
He's suffering.
Yeah, he's absolute despair mode right now. The position for Nature's Prophet has even more net worth than both the offlane and the mid combined. MSS has had a stellar game, of course, with the Mage Slayer and the Vessel. He is super potent to the healing of the Wyvern and the Alchemist. Their healing is now just fully mitigated from that Vessel, or at least punished, not fully. And yeah. It does feel like they're one fight away from it going even, though. Like, as much as they've got a lead, and I'm very impressed, it's like one overextension, one incorrect blink from Yamson, and the whole, narrative of this game could change. So they need to keep playing at this level of, like, execution that they've been doing so far.
Okay, Stormstormer. He's probably just gone again. He's not having a fun time this time. But, yeah, Dubu goes in, 4 staff, he gets the Frostbite off, just making it kind of look easy. I think if you're announced... It's important that I think for now what they have to do is you need to play the map, like maybe find a pick off here or there. I think Gunner needs an axe before he wants to truly fight. I don't think Yuma feels, they don't want to take 5-on-5 engagements, I think, for quite a while in this game. Like Yuma, he wants to slowly chill, get another item, get Gunner to like his axe slowly and get there. Where in the meantime, complete opposite for Mr. Team Dubu. They want to play aggressive, run around, get these kills, and then I would say the next huge big timing in this game will be second Roche.
Yeah, I think second Roche is going to be pivotal for nouns, especially because by then it's going to be respawning, maybe in 3 minutes. Of course, I could have a 3-minute window after that, but in that time, like Alchemist could be pulling out like plate mail +1, even a completed AC if he gets the correct pick off. That's how quickly he can farm, and we expect Wyvern to get the axe. And I think as time progresses, I'm trying to think, like, with Invoker and his items right now, he's so poor. Like, is there an item he will buy to get himself into the game? Like, does he buy, like, the casual shard for that fight at Roshan? Or does he continue going for the boots of travel to play the wider map, to accept that he's not really a hero as of
Yeah,
yet?
he did. Yeah, I guess you kind of just answered your question. He did buy the shard, so I think they want to gear up to like take this one decisive fight and just like hope to win it.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, honestly, I don't really blame him for that. I think you already have like Alk who's gonna play the map with his Radiance, with his Manta. Because, I mean, eventually you will have to take that one fight. Maybe it's not now, but in like 2 minutes, 3 minutes with the second Roche. If you win it, great. Good chance to come back. If not, then it's kind of just a done deal, I think.
And we've got a BKB complete on the Templar Assassin, yet to use her first charge of it. And Magnus as well does have the Lotus Orb complete. So some big items available, defensive items to turn this play around. But Nouns gets scouted out by the Treant as the smoke expires. He did smoke from the mid lane, kind of stayed around stationary for a little bit, then moved all the way bottom. So it was a very long smoke. Kind of, again, just delaying the farm, right? They covered themselves, for 30, 40 seconds trying to play the map and didn't really hit any creeps in that time. Sure, a Manta Radiance gives you a little bit, but kind of stalling out their economy in the hope to find a fight. A fight.
A fight?
A fight. Yeah, that's like the pub speak in me there, like British pub.
Don't worry, the accent coming through randomly.
Yeah.
The fight, mate. I mean, if I'm Nouns now, I'm hoping that this is like a long Roche respawn, like maybe 2 minutes. I want this AC, I want the axe to be completed, and then just hope that I kind of get this fight that I want. If you're Dubu and the bros, I think you're gonna start setting up this dire Roche, get it cleared out, hope that you get it, just set it up. And then even if it's a long respawn, I mean, of course they would prefer if it's a shorter one, but I think they're still very happy with this game. Like, Yams won this TA, it's gonna work on a data list. If he has like a good start to the fight, which honestly Speed has been delivering him like kills after kills, if they continue that way, I don't really know if these next items really matter for Nouns.
Yeah. I also like the fact that we touched on Speed getting the Lotus, but against Wyvern, going for a Lotus is really nice because the effect stays the entire time. So when you blink in, at no point during that time can Wyvern just instantly ult you, because most likely someone's going to be next to her. So it kind of prevents that. And if you, let's say you went for a Lincoln's, there's Lincoln's pops available for Nouns, so they can combo it potentially if they're very quick. And if you go for BKB, of course, Curse goes straight through it. So Speed kind of adapting the build to cushion the Wyvern. We'll see how it pays off. Also good against, Vessels, Cold Snap. That's about it, but it does feel like he's picked up this Lotus just for Curse. And everything else is kind of like a novelty in the fights.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen people get a lot better when it comes to like itemizing and understanding how to play your hero. Like, you just buy the shard for like this double shockwave to Lotus Orb. Kind of just like help you get in, use your spells, get out, go for like another round. Like, don't play for some harpoon right click, because he doesn't need to do that. His TA will do that job, so he understands what he has to do, which is good. As Yemson, he also got himself the shard from the Tormentor, which I think TA shard is really annoying to play against. More traps, more vision, silence, and it should be second Roche time very soon. It's up in 5, but they do see Mojo. He might be in a lot of trouble.
Stampeding in. Stomp in, Sunstrike. Stun on top. Yeah, he's dead to rights there. And finally, Yuma gets, a little bit of a big kill. Most of the kills, like the first blood went to techies. Some of the earlier streaks went to techies. Like, even like those little clutch plays they are making, the economy isn't really going the way of the important heroes, right? And now with Alacrity, buildings do fall very quickly. Roshan, like you said, has respawned, and TA has scouted it out, but also Stormstorm has scouted it out. The question is now, with 20 seconds on Chemical Rage, will Nouns look to contest it, or is it just going to be a freebie?
Honestly, it seems hard to contest. I think here your better play is to just be like, whatever. Let them have the Roche. Because I think they already have position. You go here. I think you're not just giving up Roche, you're going to give up an entire team fight as well. So I don't really mind if they just, clear out the map, get towards your next item. You've got this AC now, AC, Solar Crest. Gunner is scaling. Winter Wyvern is a hero that should not be underestimated. This hero scaling is disgusting in the game.
Especially because the scaling also kind of goes tenfold when you get to your high ground, right? Like when you're cushioned by your tier 4s, how does the Kunkka X mark you? How does that CM make a 4-star Frostbite place? Like, it doesn't happen anymore.
Oh shit, Lelis.
Yes.
He farmed the Ancients on a trap.
Oh,
I only saw he kept double edging it. He literally died without Mojo even having to TP in.
That's my I missed it. Sorry, but yeah. I think though for Nouns, going back to the point I was making, is Their high ground is incredibly scary, and it's probably why they are just letting Roshans fall for free. Because I think for Radiant, like, TA is the key theme here, right? Like, Yamsen, when he steps up to high ground, he's the only building hitter. Like, you don't use Treants anymore. That's not the meta. They don't do any damage. You don't use Kunkka. So when Yamsen steps up, if there's a stomp or a Techie's jump or anything, her Aegis goes down, her BKB's wasted. Like, it's going to be so easy for Nouns to chase back out of base, even when they're at a deficit of net worth. And they have found Numa, but he blinks out with illusions and mantas and everything.
There's 3 of them, so they think probably one of them is real.
Yeah, gotta go. Oh, it's the tankier one, Smile, but no.
You got him, guys. He's dead. Oh, now you got him.
Yeah, and mid-wave skip. So yeah, you see Nouns just kind of not wanting to play the map, right? Like, they're skipping waves of illusions. There's Alts already TP straight back top. Like, they are trying to just kind of eat through the Aegis by pushing out neutral creeps or lane creeps, sorry. And it's a very effective way to punish a very one-dimensional lineup that when they go high ground, there's no like smarts behind it. It's TA hits, done. Like, you can strategize to deal with that quite nicely. As Fly does get jumped in the bot lane, he has Solar Crest, and he jukes him out. He's gone. See you.
I mean, honestly, they're doing some nice plays. I think you can very clearly see with like how each an individual hero is moving that they said stall out this Aegis, like just push out the map, everyone do what you can, delay some waves, get some gold, and then kind of just play for later. So like if you're this TA now or Dubo or whoever, I think you need to find a way to eventually like kind of break free from what's going on. Because I think Nouns, they're kind of toying with them right now. Like they're coming back in this game, they're holding this Aegis timer for 2 minutes already, and nothing has really happened.
Yeah, and the Kunkka picked up a gem, right? So they're trying to deal with this by taking away the wards that are allowing Nouns to kind of poke their heads out of base. They bump themselves into Fly, but already, if we ignore this... actually, no, we can watch Fly die for a second. Farewell,
He's
Fly.
kind of chilling for now.
No,
they got him.
He's gone. But then if I quickly switch the camera, right? Wyvern's already, like, punished the wave a little bit there. Storm's already in mid lane, playing on his freshly picked up Blink Dagger, pushing out mid, right? Like, they're doing all the plays to just annoy an Aegis. Missing the Tornado, though, Stormstormer. We will talk about this in our replay review, but... He has Blink up in 1 second. Oh, he doesn't. No, he's just dead. Farewell. They finally find the pesky rats. They kill the Techies one up here. They kill Invoker, but it was a lot of consistent play, right, from now. It's like they're doing the same thing over and over again, right? And eventually, you need to flush them out and kill them off. And they're already pinging the Alchemist, but will they be able to find him?
They do have a good ward, so they know that
out.
he's kind of around. But you know, I think he's caught onto the fact that okay, right now they're just in hunting mode.
Yeah. And they've eaten through 3 minutes of this Aegis. Like, they've done a very good job at just delaying the inevitable, right? Delaying the siege that Team Dubu want to bring to this game. They want to take that one lane of racks to then shift their kind of map play to one half and not the entire side. But it's yet to really come in, and TA's got to be careful. Like, she's by herself. If you look at the minimap, there is no one here. So if they were to go on her, it would be like a desperate scramble to save her. But Nouns aren't making this
kind
read.
of
She's
looking, but yeah, he's just gonna be chilling.
Smoked up.
RCY. I mean, I don't know if they're kind of looking, but it looks like Mr. Yamson. You were praising him earlier. He'll probably do it again. Honestly, they're doing good moves. Like right now, I think the first 2 minutes of this Aegis were like not so great, but I think right now they're kind of coming back. Now it's a 13k lead. I mean, they only have 1 minute left, but I think if they just get to take a fight on their terms, I don't necessarily think they need an Aegis.
I'm just trying to wonder, like, when does Nouns want to make a move? Like, are they ever going to make a proactive move? Or is it more keep pushing out the creeps, wait for that punishment where a TP is used incorrectly, and then from that point, they kind of break themselves into the game? Because they don't really have good aggressive vision. They only have, like, one ward down here, which doesn't really provide anything. Storm is now pushing the lanes from the tree line. Oh, blinks out. Doesn't get caught yet, but Speedy is also looking, gets the shockwave, but again, not connecting on the skewer. Human jumping in, has BKB to reveal, and Magnus already stomped up. Kunkka, half HP, might use his BKB, but there's nothing here. They're scrambling, they're running away. There is no one here to take the fight. They have just thrown away their lead from the discipline of Nouns, just playing the wider map, and yeah, just everyone. That is not what you want to see from Team Dubu. You have the Aegis, you have everything in your favor, but that constant thought of when do I need to protect our waves? How do you bring one and just bring it to the tier 3s? Never really came in, and yeah. I was asking when Nouns were going to take a fight, and that's it. Just see heroes waddling around the map, yeah.
I mean, they get 3 kills, they get the gem back too, now the Aegis is gone. I think they shouldn't feel too discouraged. They're still very strong. Like your TA is still like about top net worth with the Alk. But these initiations, like at this point in the game, they have to be clutch. Like they just gotta hit. You go in, you miss, suddenly you get double stun. There's an alacrity on Yuma with a full channel stun and his BKB. Like he just shredded through both of them. Like you just need to make sure that your initiation is clean. Like it's maybe out of a smoke, and they'll still be A-okay.
I guess it does go back down to like speed, what he bought, right? Like we praised him on the way that he, even though he hasn't had the most clinical execution in this game, like he has missed a lot of his skewers. Like the idea of Lotus was good if the team continued playing as a 5, but now they're playing more pick-off style. He wishes he had the harpoon. He wishes he had that kind of mechanism to simplify his skewer, because he's not hitting them by himself, right? And of course, I think a lot of mag players are very used to, I blink harpoon skewer every time it connects, right? And
yeah,
he's now having to lean on like the raw mechanical skill of a mag player compared to kind of what the itemization or traditional itemization gives him. And if anything, I just want to see them smoking B5, right? Like they've run around the map a lot, but you're on your Kunkka down a lane, smoked out, pushing it out. The rest of you smoke behind him, or you just... I don't think nouns are ever in a position with their heroes to wrap the game and pressure a tower. Unless Alk pops ult with alacrity, that's when a tower can fall. But the rat isn't that scary for kind of like a strategical level. And they're finding Yamps, and he has Arcane Blink and BKB. So they aren't going to commit. I meant the flip side, they found Stormer, but you know, it happens.
He just goes walking around. It's okay. It's we're all getting old a bit, you know. Stormer is killing everyone. Careful, Yamson.
I mean, he did kill his own net worth for the best part of this game. He's finally catching up though.
He's back though.
No, he's very back, yeah.
We've got a Disperser on Yuma. I kind of love this item. I feel like Disperser has been... I mean, it's been on the rise for a while. I'm not going to say this is some new tech, but you can like display, like kind of get rid of your boots and chill.
It's the fact that it's like AoE as well. Like in certain situations, you buff up multiple people, and it's like a little, you know, Darkseer Surge equivalent.
Yeah.
It's very powerful. And it's a nice build-up for some of these heroes, right? Getting that kind of diffusal build-up, the extra kind of the stats it provides. It's just in general, incredibly strong. And yeah, this game's incredibly stagnated. Like when you look at the gold, first Aegis or 2 Aegises go the way of Team Dubu, but they just haven't been decisive enough to capitalize on what is a very map-heavy play. And now they're 5-man smoked. There was a trap here, but again, under the cover of smoke, they are able to get through here. Most likely bumping into MSS if they are to go deeper.
Yeah, and this could be a very crucial move.
And there's no one... Okay, they find... Oh, they find the Magnus. Blinks down.
Oh, he is just a freebie. And I feel like for the first time in maybe this entire game, I think it's kind of now on nouns. Like if they just see anything in any fight and they start cleanly, honestly, the fight is kind of quite easy for them. As on the flip side, like if they go in, like against Mac, you have counterplay, you have Stampede to run away, you can Cold Embrace, you can Curse, and like your damage isn't all that fast. Again, it's still only Yamson. Like I think they had a very big buffer of like, you know, closing out the game or giving themselves a bigger lead, but they've made a couple mistakes now where they need to play really well in this next fight on Team Dubu. Like maybe even have buybacks, because this third Roche, if they don't get it, I really don't like their chances.
It feels like early game, Dubu was doing a lot of work, right, for his moves. Just getting into the middle of the fight, force-staffing, frostbiting. He's just a thorn in their side. But now, like, you've got BKBs in play, you've got Wyvern with Ags. They're jumping onto Yamson. Are they going to be able to layer the stuns? They do for now. He has the BKB if he wants to use it, but double force-staff out. Curse up onto the Crystal Main, but no one else is in range to actually kill off the damage. But Dubu, you're by yourself. You're going to be going down. Oh, wait, he's got BKB, of course. He's fine. Speed, skewering nothing. Oh, this fight is so disastrous. Lele's already in the backline. Yamson running away. He's not right-clicked anything. Yuma's just slapping them up. This is the lower bracket. If they're to lose this game, they are eliminated from the DreamLeague Season 22 qualifiers, and they aren't really doing anything to win the game right now because they're just losing the fight quite handily, and I don't know what else to say. I'm just going to speak quickly to make it sound like I'm a play-by-play
I like how you dropped a little. If they lose here, they will be...
yeah, exactly. Like, they had 2 Aegises, and they weren't able to capitalize on any of that momentum because they kept looking backwards, right? Like, the best thing to do against a team with an Aegis is to push out side lanes, so then they're thinking, we want to go siege, but we need to defend this wave. And then weaker teams will not be able to see through the 2 options they have, and they'll do like a little bit of both, right? Good teams will just pick one and fully subscribe to that idea. Either fully defend your base, or just barrel down to the racks and force them back. And I do feel that Team Dubu were very hesitant in what they wanted to do. They kind of like half pushed, half defended, did a little bit of everything. And then that one kind of triangle fight that we mentioned was their undoing because they weren't ready. And we are yet to see that kind of perfect synergy of RP into a meld strike. Like this TA, she's 7, 2, and 10, currently dead, but where's that explosive damage? And the third Roshan, with the Aghanims to give away, I would be surprised if it went to anyone else but Invoker. Get that Cataclysm, give him that cash injection, bring him back into the game a bit more.
I feel like the problem is just like, I see nouns like play very like decisive. Like you can tell like what they're playing for and what they're doing. And then like I think in the last 10 minutes, I just kind of died for the Radiant team. Like there's no RP into follow-up. Like all these last engagements, they're kind of, I'd even say random. You know, like they're not nicely set up. They're not easy to execute. Like if you're just TA, you've got all this network, but it's really hard to kind of translate into the game. Where if you're nouns, you get one good jump without, boom, you're in the fight. You get one center stomp, you're in the fight. I think there's gotta be some stepping up to do here on the Radiant side.
Yeah, Lennox has the invis, but doesn't want to go to high ground. There would have been a sentry, they would have seen him, but yeah, I fully agree. If you're Team Dubu, you need to just have one game plan and stick to it. Find that jump, and they have the high ground vision with the traps as well. Like, but they're fighting into an Aegis. Like, this shouldn't be that easy of a go.
They see the back line a little bit.
They find both. Only Wyvern, RP, instant yours though. Meld Strike trying to do something, but they're doing negative damage. The Cold Embrace instantly, the Cataclysm on top. RCY throwing out all the control in the world. Alchemist is half HP. Wyvern's half HP. Dubu's holding the high ground ultimate as well, but they're just, no one's dying. They're doing nothing, and the fight's so split. I'm gonna have to go widescreen. We've got 3 dudes punching a Kunkka, 2 dudes punching an Alchemist. Stormstorm is punching up the Nature's Prophet. Alchemist dies finally.
They got the Aegis.
Well, they got the Aegis, yeah. Stormstorm, he has his entire toolkit. With no BKB, they should be able to kill off this tier as well. Team Dubu, ooh, nice blink to the high ground. Are they going to scout him out? Anything? Cold Snap? No vision. God, what a weird fight. I should stop play by playing. Yeah, go on.
I think with how much random garbage was going on, that actually wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
There's there's some water parks, some RP, some curses. But still, I mean, so they did find the initiation on the Winter with the RP, but he just gets like, Yules. There's no BKB on him because his game kind of slowed down. I think the fights are just too awkward. Okay, Stormstormer blinks the hell in there. Nice, chilling. Disperser. It's pretty good.
Let's check. Anything else to go here? At any minute, they could just double jump, triple jump this TA. Her BKB still in corner for 18 seconds, but you know, Yamson, he does the damage. Oh, Magnus jumps on in, but Lotus with the Yules. Into Cold Snap. Dubu dead. I've said that a lot of times this game, and speed, yeah. His itemization is not allowing him to play the 40-minute mark of the game. At this point, you expect the BKB. You expect a way for him to be independent in his drags, but also to go by himself whilst your team is dead without the Kunkka, who's like the main control after you. It was quite a force going. Now it's 26,000 gold lead, 2 racks to the name. Quick blink from Yamson there. Might be able to punish off Lelis, but again, Tia, you got to be careful. You are very much by yourself. Spells getting thrown out across the board, yeah.
They still have this cheese on a TA, but I don't really know how much it's gonna do for them.
She's doing a lot of nothing, yeah.
Yeah, it's also in the backpack, so it ain't gonna do shit. At least for now.
What a power play. She just eats the cheese right now. Oh no, she just drops on the floor.
Just kill it.
This is one of those games though where I think when you compare like an aspiring, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna say like aspiring tier 1 team. I think Nouns is kind of on that fringe where like they are realistically like it depends on what your tier levels are, right? For NA, they're tier 1. We'll go with that one. Anyway, so I think
they're definitely tier 1 in NA.
They're tier 1 at NA, and I think they're like tier 2 international, right? They're kind of, that's a respectable way to analyze it. But I feel like Nouns, like you said, like as soon as the game got difficult, they had that team talk of this is how to win, do it. And each player knew exactly what they needed to do without having to like over communicate the purpose, right? Like, why am I skipping this way? Why am I playing here, right? It was like natural. And I kind of feel like Team Dubu, they kind of overfilled their logic of, guys, we got the second Aegis, we can do it. And then one guy's like, defend this wave, do this, do that. And there's so much like noise probably happening in what they want to do that like the itemization, the way they played the map, like it didn't align. Like when I look at Magnus, this Lotus was really cool for them winning the game. As soon as the game gets hard, he needs a BKB. But then he opted for an 8th
his game
and a
just
4-star.
kind of... Yeah. I mean, it's reflecting in the net worth. His game went into the trash can. because
Oh,
he ain't got no net worth anymore. Like his items were like if they execute properly, you know, his build's gonna be cool and dandy. But the moment that the game like kind of stalls out or even pivots in the other direction, like now he's gonna. I mean, he's regretting it at this point. There's no way he's gonna get into any fight properly or even nicely without this BKB. Like Yuma's even got a Wind Waker, which I feel like is a really cool item choice on this Alk. He can get himself out if anyone, like we've talked about, right? There needs to be some RP skewer and maybe bring them into the TA. Like this Wind Waker alone can like fully stop that entire play from happening.
Just who is he really jumping on? Because like you got BKB on the Wyvern, BKB on the Storm, the Alk, the Centaur. Like if you jump for techies, the fight's probably not going too well for you if you're the mag, right? And
yeah,
it is going to be incredibly difficult for them. Of course, you need to respect that maybe the fountain comes into play in these types of games, right? The skewers back, the over-aggression from nouns, the excited nature to try and win the game, get themselves to the grand finals, get another rematch against Shopify. But Yamson, he's currently in the low ground there. He blinks into the middle of all of them, has the BKB. They do have a sentry still lingering to be able to click that Stormstorm one or too many times, but nice ultimate there from the Nature's Prophet to apply the root. And already
he's got no BKB now.
How are they going to
He
fight?
needs to get the fuck out.
They need to leave. Everyone needs to run away. Dubu's dead. Kunka's dead. Everyone's dead. This is not a fight. This is a scrap. This is a... they've lost all their timings. They can't do anything. They're just so tanky on nouns.
I mean, this is some like 500 damage Winter Wyvern also hitting you in the fight, who's constantly on 1,000 range with some alacrity. Yamson's gonna have to chill.
Oh,
he ain't got no BKB left. Yeah.
This has been a rough Magnus game.
Oh wait, he's got the buyback hold. We're gonna see another Yule soon.
Blink
when
up
his
in 4
next blink is up.
That's about it. Oh, open the shop, close the shop. There's no item that Radiant can buy, I promise you, to get themselves back in this game right now.
I feel like Yuma's trying to toy with them to get jumped.
Oh, he's teasing him so much. Will he connect? Will he do it? The Ancients is gonna die? But come on, give us one thing, Speed, come on. Okay.
No.
No.
Honestly, I think he had enough.
Yeah.
From those 8 fights before where he goes in, dies, or like misses a skewer, or gets Yuled. It's yeah, I feel like this is the type of game, if you're any player on Radiant, you know that you did really well, and you feel like that this is kind of... Like, these are the games that you need to win. You put yourself in like such a good position, you can't really